Hello, and it's Crisandro, of course, and a quick episode of Rantz. Well, in the last 15 minutes, it's probably the worst kept secret in the whole of football right now, but Antonio Conte has been sacked as manager of Tottenham Hotspur. I guess the writing was on the cards after that little that press conference after the Southampton capitulation, where Conte told a few home truths, and it looks like the players don't like it, and the management, sorry, and the hierarchy thought that he must have broken a few rules. No, I mean obviously there's some things that you don't say in public like he did, but players need to be told a few home truths. As far as I'm concerned, you lose, you're 3-1 up with 15 minutes to go against Southampton, and you lose that. Well, we drew, but that's beside the point. I know people will still be happy saying that. Well, at least we're still in fourth. But that is beside the point. That is beside the point. Conte has gone while he's in Italy as well, so he sacked him behind his back, and that's the bit that's a kind of a kind of I don't know, it kind of makes me feel a bit weird, really, now, because now we had two world class managers, two managers that are well renowned, that know how to win stuff, and they've been fired, both without winning anything. Jose Mourinho was fired 6 days before a cup final. Okay? Remember, let that one sink in. 6 days before the League Cup final, a couple of years ago. And then Mason took charge, and then we had Nuno in charge. He didn't want to be there. We didn't want him to be there. I don't know why that went through, but it happened. And then Conte took over. And he's had quite a bit of money to spend, so it's not that's okay. But the thing is, that's already been discussed in the group, is that yeah, he's had a bit of money to spend, but at the same time, still got the rump of the players there that failed under Poch, failed under Jose, really just threw in the towel on this Nuno, and now here we are. And I mean, it looks like it's nailed on that Julian Nagelsmann's going to take over, and that's going to be That's going to be the case probably. So we shall see if that happens. But where do we go? I mean, I would have thought that Conte would be given till the end of the season at the very least, but it looks like that's going to be obviously they're going to carry on. So maybe Mason's going to take over, or we've actually held talks with Julian, and he's going to take over before the Everton game. We're still in the international break right now, but I mean, I know there'll be people celebrating and whatnot. But my because the idea that we play fossil football or whatever the terminology is. But my thought has been that I don't care the style of football that we play. We have to just win a trophy, and that was never going to happen this season under Conte. And maybe not through any fault of his, well, maybe through some fault of his own, because of the team selection that he chose for the especially for the FA Cup game where we went out meekly. And then the League Cup game where we lost to Nottingham Forest, games that we felt we should have won or we could have won. And yeah, Sheffield United where we lost in the FA Cup, wasn't it? And it was a weakish side that they put out. Where it was a side that you expected to put to do well in that game, and I still defend that. But it just maybe seems that the FA Cup wasn't the priority, or any. I don't know. I don't know if trophies were the priority at this point in time. I mean, after that Southampton draw, I said the season was done. No, not Southampton the draw. After the Milan draw, I said that the season was done, and there's nothing really left of the season that interests me, excites me, or whatever. And now he gotten rid of Conte, one of the most celebrated managers in Europe, and it's the case that I mean, he didn't really look close to either winning a title or even winning a trophy. At least Jose got us to a final before he was fired. So that's the issue right there. I mean, I don't know where we go from here. It does look like Julian Nagelsmann's going to take over, because Thomas Tuchel, who was available for a short while, Bayern Munich fired Julian Nagelsmann to allow Thomas Tuchel to take over there. So he's going to looks like he's going to do like he did at Chelsea, just take over very quickly and then win a trophy. He's probably going to win the Champions League there with Bayern Munich. But well, so what are we going to get with Julian Nagelsmann? Well, he is a young manager. He's 35 years old, believe it or not. So we got immediately we got Andre Villas-Boas vibes there, and Villas-Boas had the a few European trophies and a few trophies behind him, European as well as domestic with Porto before he took over at Chelsea and then at Spurs, and now doing bits at Marseille and then Zenit St. Petersburg in Russia. So he's been around and he's doing quite well. But Julian Nagelsmann, what's his record so far? I mean, manager of Hoffenheim, where he steadied the ship there and got them fighting at the top end of the table. Took over at the Rotenbullen Leipzig in Germany. Got them to I think it's DFB Pokal final. They lost that one, so he didn't win a trophy there. But at Bayern Munich, he then kind of took off. Won the league, won 2 German Deutsche Pokals, German Cups, and was doing quite well in Europe as well. But I think the writing was on the wall. Apparently, Oliver Kahn, the general secretary there at Bayern Munich, said that they weren't enjoying the style of football and they weren't enjoying they weren't seeing the youth developments as much at Munich. So it's hard to say what he'll bring to Spurs if he does come. The other option, I think, is Maurizio Pochettino, who everyone seems to want to bring back. I've always said, thank you for what you did at the time, but we were no close to actually winning trophies under him than we were under Jose or Antonio. Yeah, Pochettino got us to challenge 2 league title challenges where we kind of blew it up ourselves. In key areas, got us to a FA Cup semi-final where we absolutely just 2 FA Cup semi-finals. I think one where we played Chelsea and he played Son at left wing back for some flippant reason. He got sent off in that game, and then he also played Manchester United in the FA Cup semi-final where we took the lead and didn't push on. We just panicked and did nothing. And then we got to the Champions League final, of course, where we played Liverpool, and Liverpool scored for that dubious penalty, and obviously sat back and we did nothing for 90 minutes. We played a half or even a quarter fit Kane instead of a fully fit and very motivated Lucas Moura, which to this day just completely haunt me. And so my thoughts on Pochettino coming back: no, thank you. Thank you for the memories, but no, thank you. So the only one left, I guess, would be Julian Nagelsmann. So we shall see if that actually works. Nagelsmann, sorry, no, I made him sound Dutch there. But let's see how that goes. And if he does come, then he has my support. Everyone does. New player, new manager, you whatever. But he, more than anyone, has to gut out the team if he does come. That's just thinking of his in, but any manager that comes along now, I'm pretty sure that and in the meantime that Ryan Mason will take over an interim capacity. But any full-time manager will have to come in, gut the place out, remove the players that failed under Poch, remove the players that have been there for 10 years. That includes the likes of, I know it's going to be controversial, it includes the likes of Son, includes the likes of Kane. Dyer, Lloris is already going to go, I presume. Sanchez, a lot of players that were under Pochettino, and likes of Lo Celso, the likes of Ndombele when they come back, and focus on the youth, build up. That's all we can do. I don't want any more of the same stuff that's going on. No more of it, because while the managers come and go, they're still there, and we're still having the same issues at the club. You know what I mean? So As long as as long as the players that failed on the pitch are there, they're always going to undermine any manager that's coming in. And the stories that players are unhappy with what Conte had said, or unhappy with the style of training. I know those stories are probably rubbish, but at the same time, there are leaks in the club, and they need to be gotten rid of, need to be plugged. So as far as I'm concerned, no to Pochettino. Conte is gone. If Julian Nagelsmann is one that's coming, then there we go. But what do you think? I mean, who do you prefer to see? I know there'll be a lot of people saying Pochettino, but who would you like to see? I mean, we kind of missed out on Thomas Tuchel. And a lot of people saying no more Chelsea. I don't give a toss where he managed and who he used to manage. If he's a good manager and he can win trophies and he has a style of play and he's a tough talking man who can actually get what he wants, then that's what I want. But obviously he's gone to Bayern Munich now, so we missed out on that one. So who's left? Anyway, that's just the breaking news in the last 25 minutes. So another manager search continues. The season's already dead, nothing to play for. So we shall see what happens. But let me know what you think. Are you happy with the sacking of Conte? Are you happy with the idea of Nagelsmann coming over? Do you think we should have gone for Tuchel? Would you want to see Pochettino back? I don't know, but let us know. Thanks for watching. You all take care. Come on, you Spurs. The merry-go-round continues.